Alright, picking back up from where we left off last episode, we had just finished clearing out this military A vessel, and we're out of propulsion fuel, so it's actually time to jump, which means we can go to galaxy view. There's only one system that we can see, so we can just jump there. What we actually should have done, you can look in other systems by hitting, hitting 3 when you're highlighting it. So going into system view versus galaxy view, you can preview a galaxy or a system before you jump to it and waste your jump fuel. But again, we only had 1 jump fuel, so it doesn't really matter. So we're over a salvage A type ship with only 1 infestation type. That's pretty awesome. We're back up to 6 propulsion, you see. We used 1 of our jump fuel to get here. We've still got our 5 scrap. We've still got our drones with their many failing upgrades. We're going to take that lure off of him. He doesn't need that. And I guess we'll keep the sensor. It can be useful for seeing if a enemy has moved from one room into another, which can be very good. So we've only got one infestation type, so this hopefully will be another patrol bot boat, and we'll be all set that way. We've got a disabled drone, alright. So we very much want to get to that disabled drone in R4. Here we've got that pathing problem again. Brandon needs to get behind Zach for some reason. Ooh, another disabled drone. That is perfect. Let's go. Got a power inlet right there. We might as well remote power that. That'll help. Turn his icons back on. Let's see if Colin here has anything good on him. He's got a gather. Can be useful, whatever. We've already got one. It's not broken yet, or even breaking. But it's very nice to have spare drones ready to go. Let's do... Ooh, no. Let's bring Zach in and interface. Press our luck a little on that upgrade. Boom, that is a ton of stuff that we can see. Let's see. That doesn't change anything. So what we want to do, bring him back down there, close D9, and we'll do what we've been doing, which is we want to make sure that we can get to that other disabled drone first. Ooh, so that might actually be... Zach in and drop a sensor, so that way if we need to check up on making the room safe, we can do that. So drop our lure, activate our shield. There's no sense in not being safe. Ourselves for this. Hopefully not get killed. Okay, that sound is scary. Because that sound is a swarm. So we picked up more jump fuel, but I'm wary of what we're up against. I want to my sensor along with me. Get the toe upgrade as well. I think I'm gonna put it on Brandon because he's got the shield. So if I really need to you know, take a little damage, I'll be fine. So we made that transition successfully. You can also cannibalize HAL. See if he's got any upgrades that we want. He's got a stun, which I'm not totally sure which enemies that affects. I know it affects the brutes, but I don't know if it affects anything else. Actually want my gather back. And we will go investigate D7. Nothing in here that we can see. Doesn't mean we're incredibly safe, but yeah, there's no enemy gate. There's no enemy vent in here, so we should be safe there. I'm also going to try this out. Gather up all this scrap because there's so much of it here. 6 scrap in 1 room, that is absurd. Okay, so we know. Alright. I want to. Right, so if you have more than one of the same module on different guys, that can be a bit of a problem because it allows the computer gets confused and it just thinks that it doesn't know which drone to gather with in that case. So I had to specify that it was alright, so they're attacking door 13, which actually is kind of perfect because we can just bring Brandon down here, turn on our defenses, and wait for them to bust that door down. Another option we could do is to just open airlock 3. That would vent that swarm out into space. But the only problem is we don't know what else is in R6, and there might be something we want in there. So we're going to do things this way instead. There is now a swarm in R4, which actually, let's remote R8, remote R3, and wipe them out. So that's exciting. That was fun. And our defenses in R7 just killed that other swarm. So let's turn... You see that the one in R4 stays on. That's because it's unpowered, so I don't have control over it. But I should be safe. And to open in D15. Come on through here. There's our dead swarm right there. All those bodies. And we're just going to check out what's up here. It's an interface terminal. Okay, nothing that would have been terribly useful. Right, I forgot that that was broken. Let's see. Let's bring him back down. Pick up these lures that we're definitely not using right now. And transfer our power back over. We can shut that defense off. Shut D11. Or really, if it's been open this whole time, that means that we're pretty safe there. I feel like a swarm would have made its way into R4 if it was going to. So we should be able to D10 and bring Brandon up. Should be able to search this room real quick. There's another defense turret that we can't use right now. I think we've gotten all the swarms at this point. I think we're safe. So we see power, we see an interface terminal. And just to be sure that we're thorough, we will do that. So we missed one piece of scrap we didn't know about. So let's go gather that. And so I'm pretty sure we could come and do this right now if we wanted to, but the problem is there's 0 slots. So that's not such a good idea. So we can send everybody home. And yeah, looks like we're good. We got everything out of there. And it was a lot of stuff. We rescued 2 drones. We got, well, let's just look at the end screen, the summary here. 1 jump fuel, 10 scrap. That's really good. We lost our interface though. Oh no. And our tow is deteriorating. So the tow we can actually we can build more of. I could have repaired that interface, but I don't know. I don't think I had the scrap to do it. I think the repairs are usually like 8 to 10 or something. It's almost as much as building a new one, if you can. But we got HAL, we got Colin, we got stun, we got a gather, so we have a second gather now. Overall, that was really good. We didn't take any damage, and yeah, we're in good shape. So let's look at our damage here. We can't use our interface anymore. anymore. Womp womp. Let's get that stun off of HAL. So these 4, you see how it says boarding drones up above. Those are the 4 that we can take, and then these other ones are our reserves. There was a bug where if you picked up an 8th drone, it wouldn't show up here, but it would show up in your inventory, and you could like sell it, and then it would do some weird stuff when you would move guys around. Like it would start putting copies of the drone that you had sold in and just messing things up. So it's not doing that anymore, which is good. And so one thing I just want to say about that last run, you saw how much I was using the remote power upgrade. It really made it so that I didn't have to put my generator drone anywhere close to action at all after we kind of established our beachhead early on. So pretty much the only drone that was even close to the action was, our front runner Brandon with his shield and his lures. And we also didn't have to wait for our generator drone to move from power source to power source, because instead we could just fire up remote power and put it wherever we needed it. So that's helpful. There's another ship upgrade that I do not have yet called reroute power, which, especially when combined with remote power, is ridiculous, because it pretty much allows you to choose which rooms are powered. Like you have, each power inlet has a different number of rooms that are allowed to be powered by, that's the power capacity of that inlet. And with reroute power, you can change, you have to keep the rooms connected, so you can't just pick random rooms across the ship, but you can use reroute to really just power just about everything, especially if you have a generator drone and a remote power running at the same time. It's usually enough to cover just about the whole thing if you need to. So that's it for this episode. We've jumped to this new galaxy, and we'll explore what our other options are in a little bit. And thanks for watching.